Just a disclaimer, before we get into the video, this is for Windy City GTA RP purposes only. This is not contradicting anyone in real life and is only made for in-game and character purposes. Nothing in the video that is said is traced back to real life or real events, only for in-character purposes.
Pick your mans up.
Just because people used to come through shooting at us every day. And this block, words can't even explain. Can't even explain.
Yeah, man.
Let's go rally on fire with Young Money.
Young Money, man. They in the building.
600 boy, LA, man. LA Capone, man. Get it to him, man. Also two boys, man.
Miles number 9, man. Number 9, shooter, hear me?
Boy, you a bitch, boy. Hey, bitch, you little bitch. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you, boy? Hey, I am Brick Squad. Yeah, Brick Squad, boy. What the fuck is you talking about, boy?
You have to be willing to die or go to jail for 100 years if that's the lane that you're stepping in. You have to understand that whether you 15, 16, you got to think like a man. You know what I'm saying?
So don't be in it. Oh, you're not? Why does everybody say you're only 16 years old?
They say what they want to say.
How old are you?
300.
The story of Devon, Duski 600 Wright. Devon Wright, or Duski, which he was more known for, is a black disciple from the set Team 600. His father was a gangster disciple from McKinley Park. Unfortunately, Duski's father got life in jail for a confirmed murder on a member from Motown. He was rumored to be backdoored by gangster disciples for money. Duski has always lived with his grandmother on 60th and King Drive the majority of his childhood because of his mother's death in 2013 when Duski was 13 years young. Duski is a respected member of 600 and is loved. Duski was born on December 4th, 2000, which means he is the younger generation of the Black Disciples or even Team 600 themselves. He is an only child and lives with his grandmother. His grandmother attended New Beginnings Church, which was right across from Parkway Gardens, or WIIC City. After church every Sunday, Duski would go to Parkway Gardens and hang out with some friends. Since it was right across the street, Duski met a couple members of OB600 inside and outside of the church. He would start going around the WIIC more and more often. He has gotten more and more close with them and eventually became an official member of 600. Duski attended Dunbar Middle School in 2013. He went to school with a lot of members from 051YM, 757, and STLAT. He had gotten very close with Lil Lee, 600, Rafiki 600, and KD 600. Rafiki and Duski attended the same school while KD had already graduated high school by the time that Rafiki and Duski were in 8th grade. Lil Lee went to a separate school from his core group of friends. Duski had caught his first charge in 2014 for breaking and entering on the 5300 block of Emerald Avenue. He was sent by his big homies and was rumored to have robbed a member of 051YM. He sat in juvenile detention for a year and a half and got out in the summer of 2015. When he got out, he had gotten many threats by members of 051YM that he would meet his demise and other gruesome sayings. Now that the Duski is neck deep in the streets and people wanting him dead, he started doing illegal activities that made him a boatload of money. He had to move with caution now that he was being threatened for allegedly robbing a member from 051. He was now full-fledged into the streets now and was outside every day. He was slighting on his opposition. He had gotten into many shootouts that summer and fights with rivals. Jawab, 600, Nuki, WIIIC City, and Kadet, 600, are some of the more known names for OB600. Duski was hanging around the more known names who had bigger targets on their backs, which made Duski's target even larger. Duski's name would start to become more talked about for the dirt he did in the streets. Now we are in the year of 2016 where the beef between 051 and 600 is now brewing and getting more and more intense. Now Duski is more known around the streets for the work he put in for Team 600. STL had started getting into more altercations with 600 around this time too. After a while the beef had died down and Duski had gotten put back into juvenile detention for 3 months. The streets were fairly quiet for the rest of 2016. Let's fast forward to 2022. The streets are now more active than 2016 and rappers have blown up from both sides. Dada, 600 unfortunately died in July 2022 from a brain vessel popping from a collision with a tire. 051 is said to be responsible. Lil Day Day, 051YM, was now a known shorty for 051. He got locked up for a murder that somehow got traced back to him and was let out weeks later. Duski made a name for himself pretty quickly and is still wanted by 051. Bam Bam THF46 is on Duski's exact level because of the dirt he did in the streets. Jawab, 600, JBTHF46, Duski, 600, KD 600, Bam Bam THF46, Nuki, Wick City, Duski, Wick City, and Lil Lee, 600, are some of the few most active in the streets that represent the Black Disciples.